good, y'all? It's Ty Slatter. Welcome back to another edition of Real Talk with Ty. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Ty Slatter on all platforms, especially YouTube. And check out TySlatter.com for more music updates. Building off our R&B series, I want to break down why I feel R&B doesn't get enough attention in the mainstream. I feel like it's a combination of the industry dictates and curates what they think is popular. Think about it. They don't have any R&B shows that promote R&B albums or records. Or in order to see R&B interviews, you got to watch an interview like R&B Money Podcast with Tank and Jay Valentine, which I love what they're doing over there. But you see more rappers getting on more platforms, and R&B artists have to pretty much promote themselves like rappers, like I mentioned in my previous video. But you don't, and then when it comes to playlists on certain platforms, the ones we just talked about in our other videos like Spotify, Apple Music, they put R&B in more of a chill audience or a chill playlist. And what that does, in my opinion, it limits the eyes, it limits the exposure that R&B artists used to get in the late 90s going to the early 2000s when R&B was arguably at its peak in the golden era of music. So of course, we don't have BET's 106 in Park, which I heard reports they're trying to bring it back. I don't know how successful they'll be with that, but you got to think about it. Genres have blended. So hip hop and R&B have a great partnership, but I don't think they ever should have combined. If you look at even some of the award shows and the way R&B is treated at award shows, that should also tell you where it stands right now compared to some other genres that stand out alone, like country, and pop and what have you. But I think it's just a matter of the R&B audience of today is more focused on the aesthetics, the lifestyle that R&B artists are living, versus more contemporary styles of R&B. Of course, I DJ weddings every week, and you guys know that. So being that I DJ weddings on a regular basis, I get a chance to see what R&B records work for different audiences, demographics. Some classic R&B records suit other audiences better than most. Again, the way records are produced, the way records are written. You can't have an R&B record that's 5 to 7 minutes long on TikTok because they're only going to clip 15 to 30 seconds of the record. And in some cases, you're not even going to get to feel the record in those 15 to 30 second clips. Even if you use a mini clip, you might get the hook or the chorus. But in my opinion, when it comes to R&B, you gotta take your time, you gotta let it cook, you gotta let it marinate. It's the equivalent of music right now is in this state of TV dinners versus a 3-course meal made with love that takes an hour or more to make. The type of meal that you gotta take out the freezer and let it thaw while you're at work so it's ready when you get home from work, or if you have a significant other and they get home before you, they're able to cook it and prepare it, but by the time you get home, it looks just like the commercials. It looks just like the meals on the movies, in real time. But music right now is I need it right here, right now. I need instant gratification. R&B doesn't work like that, in my opinion. You have some artists that are trying to break down those barriers, but I think certain boundaries and barriers need to be placed in order for R&B to be what it's supposed to be. Music that takes time and precision, storytelling, writing with a purpose and passion. Producers actually producing records and not just taking a hip-hop sample and chopping. That's cool. I'm not knocking it. Even taking some classic R&B records and sampling. I'm not knocking it. I love samples. But do it with love. If you're not doing R&B with love, then you're not doing R&B. That's something else. But comment your thoughts below what you think or why you believe R&B struggles in the mainstream. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Ty Slatter on all social media platforms. Subscribe to Ty Slatter on YouTube and check out TySlatter.com for more music updates. On behalf of Real Talk with Ty, I'm your host, Ty Slatter. I'll see you next time.
What's good, everyone? This is Ty Slatter coming to you live from Vision Studios, and I want to make sure I invite you to come here to Real Talk with Ty. But on your way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Ty Slatter on YouTube, because this platform right here, just for you. So if you have a new album on the way, you got a new single that's booming, you got a new business that you're starting, or you feel like you got a story that needs a platform to inspire the next generation, we got you covered right here. Real Talk with Ty. Waiting for you.